We're going to start out with welcoming Ageless Balance. I'm Ron. Betsy's right there. You can see her on the bottom of the screen. She's checking out my class plan to make sure it's okay. Start out with just this marching thing we're doing. Opposite arm, opposite arm, opposite leg. That isn't what I was doing. Let's try this again. Bring that knee up. Take your time with it. I'm going to bring my chair up because we will be needing the chair for this warm-up session. This warm-up session will have some basic kind of standard exercises, but I want you to take your time with them. I want you to use the chair to really work on form specifically. So we do a lot of these exercises and we go through them quickly. Let's take our time and really feel the muscles we're supposed to be feeling. All right, down into a shallow squat, just a little bit. Use the back of the chair if you need to keep the shoulder blades back, keep the chest out, roll and come up. So I went to a PT yesterday. He had me doing squats and he said, don't do this. And it's like, you telling me? Go down, roll the hips and come back up. Shoulder blades stay back. Bring the arms up if you need to, or hold on to the chair to force those shoulder blades back so that the chest stays out. Knees over the laces of the shoes and up. All right, coming down, bring the hands together, still the shoulder blades back. Come up, rotate through the shoulders. Get those that shoulder girdle to twist and back down. Hips stay forward. You're just trying to get a stretch through the middle of the back, through the shoulder blades and around. We're going to take our time doing a lot of rotation. Back down and around again. But I want you to take your time doing it right. Shoulders stay in a straight line. As you come up, the shoulders rotate, the hips don't. Really concentrate on feeling the hips stay right pointed forward, pointed right forward, right pointed forward. Out that way. Hips that way. All right, side step. Out and out. Tap and tap. Hands on hips. Do whatever you want with the hands for right now. Out and out, out. We're going to go into a weight shift, step out and back in. So we started out with a tap, tap, tap. From there, we went to weight shift. You're now between the center of the legs, out and in, out and in. How wide you go is up to you. You just want that wide stance, whatever that is, whatever wide is for you. All right, so now we're going to get out in this wide stance, go out into a squat, roll the hips, and come back up. Out wide, down, butt back, push up, back up the middle. Out to the side, one more each side. Down, roll, and come up. All right, get ready. We're going to do that wide squat again. Out, into a squat. As you come up, arms come up, lift the leg, bring it back to the center, roll the shoulder blades back. On the other side, pick the leg up. Upper body comes down with the lower body. Everything moves together, fluid. Up through the ball of the foot, step it in, step out, and down, up, roll the shoulder blades back. So really concentrate on that fluid movement. Even if it's a super small move that you're making, get that single leg down there. Balance and weight shift at the same time. Up and back down. And then right straight out front. Step out, go down, take the fingers, intertwine the fingers, palms away, push out as you come up, bring it in as you come down, out as you come up. So we always use this at the end of the class, but I never use it during the class. And it's like, it's such a great stretch. Let's put it in there. Let's do that. We're doing it. We're doing it. And up. Shake it out. Remember I said we're going to do a lot of rotations? I am not lying. We are going to rotate again. This time, where should we put our hands? Got it. Right up in front. Genie. Right out in front of the chest. Step forward. Rotate just the shoulders. Just the shoulders back and back. Hips stay forward. Small step out. Get into your stagger step. Roll the shoulders around. That shoulder girdle stays in a straight line all the way around. Feel the stretch through the upper back, through the chest, through the shoulders, and in, out, around. I'm taking a big around here, taking your time, feeling that stretch and staying, keeping with it. And back one last time. Out, rotate, and bring it back. Arms down, shake it out. Step backwards and step up. Step back and up. Back and up. Opposite arm goes back, opposite leg. And bring it back to the middle. Out and in. Out and in. The reason you have to make sure you're using the opposite arm is reverse lunge. Stop. Stop right there. Arm up over the top. Side bend. Staying up over that stagger step. And stepping in as the arm comes down. Other side. Step back. Up and over on the other side. You're going to go over that extended leg. So the hand opposite the extended front leg is the one that comes up and over the top. And back down. Back and over. And bring it back in. Other side. And you're good. Leg swings. Hang on to your chair. Hold on to your chairs because here we go. Leg back and leg forward. It's a leg swing. It's a swing. My leg is swinging up and back. Old country western song. We were swinging up and back, up. And when I say old, I mean 70s. Late 70s, actually. Back and up, maybe early 80s. Which, now that I'm this old, that's really not that long ago. And forward, back, and up. All right, swing it around. Swing your leg round and round to the front. Hold on to the chair. Keep your stationary leg flat on the floor. Ball the foot to the heel, inside to out. Keep yourself right over that stationary leg. Bring that foot around and back. Use the chair to feel the foot flat on the floor. Wow. That was a Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Around, forward, back, and we're good. Other leg, swinging, forward and back, out and in. Take it out and bring it in. Take it out, bring it back. What we're trying to do is warm up that hip socket. Get some movement through there. It's a universal joint. We want it to move in all directions. Universally, they would call that. Up and back. And now rotation around. Again, hold on to that chair. Use it. Stay on that stationary leg. Feel the floor. Concentrate on the stationary leg. Get the toes up off the floor. Don't put your weight forward into the toes. Ball the foot to the heel. Inside to out. Toes up off the floor a little bit or a lot, whatever you want. But don't put your weight into them. They're not made for that. Forward. Toes are not made for weight bearing. Not. They're made for balance. And around and up. Around and up. Shake that out. For some people, picking things up off the floor, toes are made for that too for some people. I'm not one of those peoples. I can't pick things up off the floor with my toes. All right, next. Here we go. Arms out to the side. Little combo move here. We're going to do a forward lunge. As you step forward, rotate opposite arm over that extended front leg. Bring it back. Other side, step out. So right leg out, left arm comes around, hips stay forward and back. Again, around and back, other side and back. This time, right leg forward, right arm down, left arm up over the top. We're doing an airplane here. Whoosh, going around the corner and stepping back as we bring the arms back. That's a little harder. Forward, arms up, arms down, back to center. It's a lot harder, okay? Up, get a feel for just this, find your balance, out and back, put it together. Step forward, left leg out, right arm comes around, left arm goes all the way to the back, coming back to center, other side, same thing, step it forward, rotate, come on back, left leg forward, side bend, up over the top, and back to center, other side, same thing, step forward, go around the corner, and bring it back a couple more times. Step forward, rotate through the shoulders, nice and long. A lot of brain work going on here. Other side, out, around, back, left leg forward, side bend, and up, right leg forward, side bend. Bring it back to center, arms down, roll the shoulders back. Tell you what, we're 15 minutes in, take a break, grab a drink of water. Grab a drink of whatever you got sitting around that doesn't make you dizzy. Exercise is like driving heavy equipment. Do not take medication and drive heavy equipment or exercise. It's going to cause trouble. It's going to cause trouble. I wonder how they came up with don't drive heavy equipment. Light equipment, no problem. If it's light and fast, no big deal. Heavy equipment, nope. All right. All right. All right. We're going to work on that slow stuff. Slow stuff. Knee up, right straight up. As you bring it up, grab onto the shin, grab onto the thigh, whatever you need to do to lift it up. Look down, make sure the toe, the heel, the knee, and the hip are right in a straight line, all in the same plane. And drop it back down again. Again, slowly bring it up. Flex it. Everything pointed out right, and back down again. If you have a monitor where you can watch yourself, or if you have a mirror, perfect. If not, look down, make sure everything's right, and bring it back down. Every time we do a march, this should be what you're looking for, is that type of alignment. So I said, we're slowing down regular movements that we do to really concentrate on this is what it should look like when you're doing them. Other leg, same thing, bring it up, lift, straight line, and back down. Also, as you pick up the leg, you're coming heel first, ball of the foot, lifting right straight up. Feel the weight shift over to that stationary leg, that stance leg, as you pick the leg up and put it back down again. Up, squeeze it, hold it, and back down. Another one we do a lot is reverse lunge. Stepping back, heel goes down, pulling up the heel first, then coming off the ball of the foot, lifting that back leg, not pushing off through the back leg, but lifting the back leg as you've shifted your weight to the front and set it down. So again, up and back, roll the hips, lift that back leg, and bring it back to center, nice and slow. So what I like to add with this one is as you go back, as you come forward, you're lifting the leg, kicking forward, and then bringing it back at center again. And where that is, what you're doing here is you're taking your weight, you're moving it backwards, pushing off. Now the leg is going to take your momentum forward. You have to hold right here in the middle using the core muscles and the glutes to keep you in place. Bringing the leg back and stepping back if you want, or in the middle. Push, kick, and back, push off. Heel comes up, off the ball of the foot, off the toes. Drive forward through the knee, extending the leg. The leg is straight forward. Toe should be straight forward. Bring it back in and down. Other side, same thing. Start with just the reverse lunge. Stepping back on the ball of the foot, using the front leg to balance on, down and up. Use the hand so you can feel the foot on the ground, flat on the ground. Back and now up, kick, bring it back, set it down in the middle, or for a little more fun right now, pick the foot up, kick it out, and then as you bring it back, step behind you again. Up and out, nice and slow. Check your alignment. Push up, kick out, look down. Everything good there? Everything good? All right. Take it back. One more time. Up. Drive. And bring it back. Whew. All right. Here's a fun one. Forward lunge. Onto the heel. Bring it back. Out. Stand the same foot. Don't alternate. And come back. Out. Foot goes down. Heel goes down first. Ball of the foot. Lifting through front half of the foot. Pushing up through that back leg. And just letting that leg swing back and in. Out. And in. As you go forward, bring that same arm up. Overhead. Roll the shoulder blades back. And back down again. So leg forward, arm forward, sweep it up, roll the shoulder blades back and down. So when we do that forward lunge, taking the arms out front, bring them up overhead, that's what this is. Just feel what has to hold you up. Feel where the weight shifts as you do this move. Make sure you're getting that step out correctly. Bringing the arm right straight up overhead so the hand is right over the shoulder. Over the elbow, over the shoulder, and back down. Same on the other side. Step it forward, bring it up, roll the shoulder blade back and down. If you're comfortable with it, staying on the same leg, both arms up, roll the shoulder blades back and take it down, forward, up, shoulder blades are back, chest is open, feel the stretch through the front of the body. And back down one more time. Up. Stop right here. Right here. Hands up. In field goal. Touchdown. Goalposts. Goalposts. Word I'm looking for. Rotate the shoulders, not the hips. Bring it back and down. Other leg alternate. Leg forward. Arms up overhead. Rotating on that side this time with that front leg. Bring it back and down, up, sweep, rotate, in and back, down. Shake that out. All right. Hands together. Palms together, fingers intertwined. Boom, boom, like you're hitting on something. All right. Hands right up front, keeping the feet wide set, little butt shoulder width apart, maybe a little wider, a little bend in the knees. I want you to take just the shoulder blades, just the shoulders, the shoulder girdle, the entire assembly here, right to left. Rotate it. As I rotate to the right, I'm leading with that right arm, other side, same thing. Around. Use that hand to pull the other one around. They go together. The lead arm and the trailer arm stay in a straight line all the way through here. Shoulder blades are back, chest is out. Don't let the hips twist. Around and back one more time. Roll it, hold it. Arms down. Here we're going to do something different. We're going to take with the feet wide apart, around, pivot off the back foot. So what I want you to do really slowly is pick the heel up on the trailer leg. You're going to rotate away from that leg, letting the foot roll as you do it. So coming around, heel comes out and around. As you do that, concentrate on this other hip. It doesn't turn. This assembly stays forward right out in front as the other one twists. As you're doing that, arms come around and back to center. Other side, same thing. Rotate. And forward. Other side, rotate. And back one more time. Off that back foot. And in. At a diagonal, we're going to do same thing, but this time bringing the arms up and around. And bring them back down in a V. Other side, up on the ball of the foot. Arms come up. Rotation happens. Hip stays forward on that stationary side. Knee and toe. Knee and toe, knee and toe, stay forward. And back down. Other side, up. Rotate. Lots of range of motion, lots of stretch. But you're also focusing on that hip not moving. Not moving on that stance leg, the one that's not rotating. Around and back. So what we just did here is a wood chopper. So let's take it all the way out. We bring the arms up over the top. And then as we come down, we pivot from one foot to the other, bringing the arms down, up, rotating to the other side. Lead leg stays forward, back leg rotates. So what you're doing is you're turning the bone in the hip socket on that trailer leg, front leg staying straight, up. What you're not doing is twisting the back with it, causing all sorts of stress on the lower back. Up and down, alternate, bring it up and down. That was a step-by-step on how to get to a wood chopper. I love that one. All right. Another one we do is the toy soldier. We have 5 minutes, and I'll get you off of this. Toy soldier. Toy soldier is bringing the arm around to the front, rotating the back arm. So that thing we did at the beginning, we're going to bring the front arm out and back to the side. Now, opposite leg is a lift, right straight forward and back down. It is a lift. So what I see a lot with the toy soldier is people lift their legs up and kick out to the side or rotate the hip to bring the foot to the arm. Not what we want. What we want is right straight out and back in again. So lift the knee, kick out, and then bring it back down. Stay on that same leg. Focus. Look at the knee, ankle, toe, all lined up. Bring it back in. Now, that comes out, arm comes forward. That's a toy soldier. And back out again. Arm comes forward. If you weren't holding onto the chair, that back shoulder would be rotating with it. Not doing that right now, just getting a feel, using the chair nice and slow of the movement of a toy soldier. Leg goes forward, arm comes around. They're just out there in front of you. That's all they're doing. They're not touching. There's no need for them to come together, as the Beatles would say. Right now, over me. Other side. I can't interrupt the cat. How am I going to do it? Forward and around and bring it back in. Leg comes right straight out. Foot comes around. Arm comes around. Foot goes right straight out. Arm comes forward. Back arm goes back and bring it in. Up and out, rotate and bring it back. One more time, up, around, and back in. Last one we're going to do, and this is because we use this movement a lot. Plus, it opens up the hip. Hips tighten badly. They get all tight through there. You lose that rotation of that leg. You lose the ability to move sideways with it, crossing the body. So what we want to do is get that opened up. We do it a lot. But what I want to do is concentrate on how that move works. So bringing the knee right straight up, foot in front. We're going to take the knee and rotate. So the knee comes in as the foot goes out and back down. Up, rotate, and back. Feel that opposite hip not move. Feel it not do anything. And back down. What you want to do then is bring it up and across body. Feel the stretch through the side of the hip, the side of the thigh, right up into the glutes, and bring it back again without this leg moving. The stance leg stays right where it is. Knee toe forward, leg across. So all of the movement is happening in this joint, not through the back. The back does not turn. The lower back has no rotation. All the rotation comes from the middle of the back, up and across, and bring it back down. That's why we hurt the lower back when we think we're rotating it, because we're not. We're just stretching it and pulling those muscles, causing all sorts of problems with them, which is not what we want to do. Taking those bones in the spine and moving them around where they're not supposed to be. Instead of a nice turn through the middle of the back, we're trying to crank on the middle or the lower back. One more time, up and across. We have 40 seconds left to do the other side. Let's go, up and across. Same thing. And back down. Feel the great stretch. It is a fantastic stretch for that hip, as well as the muscle on the outside, that IT band, the piriformis that goes through the side of the hip into the glutes. Up and across. Really take your time. Look at that other leg. See it not move. See it not do anything. And back. Up and across. And back. So when we do elbow to knee, this is what we're doing. We're moving that leg, bringing the shoulders around and back down. Knee up, turn it in, bring it up and back down instead of turning the hips with it. We're not accomplishing what we want of getting that leg to open up, getting those muscles to stretch out. Catch is shuttered. Up, had a nap jerk and back down. That's it. Grab a drink of water. We're going to move on. We're still going to be standing though. I'm sorry. For a couple exercises, we are still going to be standing. Then I'll have to move the cat and go to the floor. Yeah. I'm going to have to move you. She likes the scratch right here. Who doesn't though? Feels good. Feels good. All right. All right. So we all know stepping on falls prevention classes. I know a couple of you have been in the classes. We're going to do the exercises from stepping on, the ones that are supposed to be done every day, every other day. Stretching, strength. I'm sure that if you've been in the class, you're still doing these daily, so we'll get that taken care of for you today. First one we're going to do is sideways walking. Hands right here on the hips. Nothing special. Nothing special. Picking the foot up, step it over, other leg. Remember, this is all about weight shifting. Up, single leg. Tap the ball of the foot, bring the heel down. Opposite leg up, over, and down. So here's what's not hard. Nothing to that. But we're not working the muscles through the hips, through the core, up and over. We're not working your balance. We're not working the ankles. When we just slide the foot along, all we're doing is putting ourselves in a precarious situation. It's a big word for me. I don't even know if I used it right, but I used it. Out and in, out Bring it back. One more time. This one's really important. And if you need to, use a wall, use your counter, whatever you need to do to really practice. Even though you can do these side steps, get your hands hovering over the counter, not quite touching the wall. See how slow you can go picking that leg up, stepping it out, ball of the foot, heel, weight shift over that stationary leg, pick up the other foot, lift. If you can do it this slow, you're going to be able to do it no matter what. Up. Feel the muscles work. Feel the joints work. Feel that weight moving. The brain is accepting all of that. It's taking it all in. It's cataloging it. It's retaining it so that when you need it, it goes, got that, got that, got that. All right. Sideways walking. Grab onto your chair. We're going to do a tandem stance. Front foot, heel just in front of the toe of the back foot. Bring the toes up off the floor. Keep a little bend in the knees. You're right up over the middle. Feel that? Feel the feet flat on the floor, on the ground. Flat on the ground. Now go the other way with it. Hold on to the chair. I want you to really feel that foot flat, hips bent, knees bent, just a little bit right here. Knees bent, not hips. A little bend in those knees, come back up. See if you can do it without the chair. Start out, get yourself in position, find everything nice and settled. Everything's got ground contact. The foot is completely, let's try again. The foot has ground contact. Knees are bent, lift the hand up off the chair. Now the toes are working to keep you balanced. And the knee or the ankles are kind of switching back and forth here. All that is working together. Bring it back, other side. One in front of the other, toes off the floor, knees bent. Pick the hand up off the chair. Find your balance. This is the hardest thing you'll do today, I promise. And bring it back in again. Same thing, but walking. So taking your time, foot comes up. Remember when we did that sweep around? We're going to do that, the Packer sweep. Foot up and around to the front. Find your balance. Stop completely. Find your balance before you start again. We start getting out of balance and we like to whoa, and try to keep going as we're out of balance. Find your balance first. Stop completely. Make sure you know where you are. And then the next one. You may be able to retain your balance once you get flipping around, but chances are you won't because you're throwing your momentum all sorts of different directions when you're wobbling back and forth. You're like a weeble. Up and around, forward. Again, the slower you can go, the better. Even if you're using a cane, even if you're using a counter, walker, whatever you're using, you can still practice this heel toe so that you strengthen up the knees, strengthen up the ankles, the legs, the hips to make those moves. All right. That was that one. Next, leg out to the side, leg out. Little bend in the knees, shoulder blades are back, chest is out. Here is the important piece on this. Toe stays forward. The one thing, the single most important thing you can do on this one is keep the toe forward, leading almost with the heel. The idea is you can feel it in the glutes and the side of the hip. Up, the abductor muscles up and back down again. Bring it up. Toe is forward. Foot is back. So don't let the foot go forward as you bring it up. Even if the toe is forward, you still need to bring it up in that same plane as that other leg. Right straight out to the side. Toes forward. Hold. And bring it back in. The other leg works harder than this leg, I believe. Up. You can really feel it in that other hip. Holding it upright. It's doing all the work to maintain your stability, your alignment over that stationary leg. And back down again. That foot is flat on the ground. Up and back out. Glutes, side of the hip. Up So a lot of times people like to see, look how high I can get my leg. It's not going very high. What you're looking for is these muscles on the side. So stay upright, keep your core engaged, keep yourself right over that stationary leg, work all the muscles all the way up from the rib cage down to the knees, ankles. Other side. I'm getting tired. Legs are forward and back in, leading with the heel, little bend in that stance leg knee. And back down, up. Betsy is now interested in the class and what's going on. And back down, bring it up. And back one more time. Out to the side, squeeze it. Bring it back in. We're sitting down. Our hips deserve to sit down. Betsy, I need your chair. I tell you what, it's so awful. I saw a t-shirt this weekend. It said feline paralysis, P-U-R-R-alysis. And it's that not being able to move because the cat is sitting on your lap. I have to get a different chair so she can do that. All right. All right. Here you are. You're seated. You've got your neutral position. We have 6 minutes left. Roll the shoulder blades back. Chest is out. We're going to start out with heel raises. Heel raises up. We're going to give the heels more money than they were making before. We're going to give them heel raises. Bring it up. I love my sense of humor. You do too. And back down. Up. Squeeze that back there. Feel those muscles tighten up. Mine are super sore from hiking this weekend. Up. Shouldn't say sore, just stiff. I can really feel them tightening them up like they want to cramp up there. Bring it up. Squeeze that muscle in the back of the thigh. Whoa, roll the shoulder blades back. Chest is out. Chin is up. And back down a couple more times. Up. And back down. Last one. Bring it up. Squeeze. Back down. So we worked the calf muscles, lifting the heel up. We are now going to work the muscles on the shin to bring the toes up. Oh, that feels good. That is such a good stretch on the calf muscles. Bring the toes up. I probably shouldn't enjoy this much since I'm teaching the class, but it feels really, really good. Up. Toes up as high as you can get them. Feel the muscles working from the ankles all the way up the shins. Up and back down. Bring them up. Stretch it out. Stretch the back of the leg out. Stretch front or tighten up the front of the leg. Working those shin muscles. Back down. Up, up, up. And back down. We do a couple sit to stands before we're done here. So walk your butt out to the edge of the chair so that you got that crease right on the edge of the chair. Hands on the chest, hands out in front of you, hands on the thighs, hands on the arms of your chair. Doesn't matter. The important piece is get the momentum going of that hip hinge. Once that momentum starts, get the toes up off the floor, push through the heels to lift yourself up to being straight, not locking the knees out. Take it back to the chair slowly. This is as important as getting up. Getting down is just as important. Push the butt back, nice and slow. Take it down. And seat carefully. Don't plop, don't drop. No plop, no drop. All right, bring the butt out to the edge of the chair again. The heels are a little bit behind the knees. Hi. Heels are a little bit behind the knees, pushing off the thighs or wherever, however you want to do it. Push through, drive up, back up, and back down in the chair. One more time, one more. Walk them out, one sits bone at a time, one cheek at a time. Out, out. You're right there on the edge of the chair. Heels are behind the knees. Everything is lined up. toes, knees, hips. Really important. Toes are up off the floor so that you have the heel of the heel on the floor, ball of the foot to the heel, but especially the heel. So when you go forward, you're driving up, rolling the hip forward. So as you come off the chair, you're rolling up and pushing right straight up, using all the muscles in the back of the legs instead of the knees. Sit your butt on down again. We're done with that. We're done with the class today. We're going to take a little stretch break here to finish out. Cool down. Fingers intertwined, palms up over the top of the head, pointed towards the ceiling. This is an all-purpose exercise. You can do this at the beginning or the end of class, or both. Shoulder blades are back, chest is out, side bend. Bring it up and over. That was very nice of her to leave the chair for me. Thank you. And it's the cushy chair. She will not lay in the chair without a cushion on it. Deep breath in. Bring it back up to center. Grab onto the chair. That is the back of yours. Roll the shoulder blades back. Chest is out. Hip hinge forward so you get a good stretch through the shoulders to the chest. Front of the shoulders. Deep breath in. Exhale as you bring the hands to the thighs. Roll the shoulders forward. Again, deep breath in. Feel the extra stretch through the top of the back. And exhale. We're going to grab on underneath. Bring the arms up over the top. Doing that sweep up over the top of the head. Deep breath in through the nose. Stomach out. Lungs open. Exhale. Force it out. Contract all the muscles in the core. Push that diaphragm back up. Get as much air out of the lungs as you can so we can fill up with all new air. Fill up their lungs. Bring it up overhead. Deep breath in. Push it out. Exhale. One last time. This one we're going to take easy. We're going to take it easy. Finish out with a little bend in the elbows. Sprinkly fingers on the way up. Roll the shoulder blades back. Chest is out. In through the nose, stomach out. Exhale nice and slow as you bring the arms down. I took a yoga class. They said 7 count as you bring the arms down. I don't know. They were a yoga expert. I'm not. So if you use 6 or 8 or 9 or 10, there you go. All right. We're done. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. And I will see you on Fridays.